Octavia Butler, 1947 to 2006. Butler started writing science fiction at age 12 after seeing the 1954 movie Devil Girl from Mars on television. As I was watching this film, I had a series of revelations, the California-born author recalled years later. The first was that, geez, I can write a better story than that. And then I thought, gee, anybody can write a better story than that. And my third thought was the clincher. Somebody got paid for writing that awful story. So I was off and writing, and a year later I was busy submitting terrible pieces of fiction to innocent magazines. After college, Butler worked a series of horrible little jobs, including as a dishwasher, a telemarketer, a warehouse worker, and a potato chip inspector, while continuing to write in the early mornings. I felt like an animal, just living in order to live, just surviving, she said. But as long as I wrote, I felt that I was living in order to do something more, something I actually cared about. She finally published her first novel, Pattern Master, in 1976, and went on to publish a novel a year for the next 4 years, including one of her best-known works, 1979's Kindred, after which she was able to support herself by her writing alone. As she became an internationally acclaimed author, Butler was often asked for her advice to young writers. She always said that the most important thing was to write every day, whether you feel like it or not. Screw inspiration, she said. Butler also suggested that aspiring writers might look at the lives of a half-dozen writers to see what they do. That doesn't mean that you'll do what any of them do, but what you'll learn from what they do is that they have felt their ways. They have found out what works for them. For instance, I get up between 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning because that's my best writing time. I found this out by accident because back when I used to work for other people, I didn't have time to write during the day. I did physical work, mostly hard physical work, so I was too tired when I came in at night. I was also too full of other people. I found that I couldn't work very well after spending a lot of time with other people. I had to have some sleep between the time that I spent with other people and the time that I did the writing, so I would get up early in the morning. I generally would get up around 2 o'clock in the morning, which was really very much too early. But I was ambitious, and I would write until I had to get ready to go to work. As she got older, Butler's schedule loosened somewhat. According to a 2000 profile in the Seattle Times, her routine was waking between 5:30 and 6:30 a.m., taking care of things around the house, and sitting down at her computer to write at 9 a.m. She considered herself a slow writer and spent much of her working day reading books or sitting and staring or listening to book tapes or music or something, and then all of a sudden I'm writing furiously. This meant lots of time on her own, which suited the comfortably asocial author just fine. I enjoy people best if I can be alone much of the time, Butler said in 1998. I used to worry about it because my family worried about it. And I finally realized, this is the way I am. That's that. We all have some weirdness, and this is mine.